What album did you bring in?
I brought in Exclusive by Chris Brown, his album from 2007, and it is a masterpiece.
Why are we letting him on the podcast? Can someone turn his mic off?
By the way, you're looking a little tan. Welcome back to Show Me Yours with Jackie and Johnny, everybody.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Johnny DeVito.
And I'm Ty Boissano.
You're goddamn right. You're goddamn
Who do we got in the studio today?
We have a lovely guest today. We got a haircut. We got a mustache. But more than that, we have a man. The man behind the mustache is Aidan DeSousa, everybody.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you for having me.
Did I get the
Of
pronunciation of that correctly?
DeSousa?
Yeah. What's your background? Where's that from?
The last name is Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Portuguese.
I was going to say with the gold
Italian
chain and the thing.
flavor on
Oh, I
it.
thought he had the flavor.
I
But,
know,
Portuguese,
I
you guys party too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They love to just sit there, basically just eat and just drink and just try to kill ourselves slowly.
Yeah, that
basically.
food game is
you know what?
strong
I can
over
get down
there.
with that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear
I'm
like a
into
lot of seafood and stuff like
Damn
that.
good
It looks
Portuguese food,
cool.
man.
Seafood?
Yeah, it's a lot of and I don't eat seafood. It just doesn't work for me. So my family is not like that.
Nice. Oh.
It's like, oh, he must, and
Yeah.
there's-
Any kind of seafood?
And well, the haircut too. Like,
Yeah, they're just
I know what your dad
they're
thinks.
just- yeah, and there's just like, is
In
he-
general, they're not
this is-
happy with you, is what you're saying.
This is how my grandma puts it too. It's just, is he of the gays? Still to this day, it's just like he might not me. Like I've heard it say by other people, just he might be of the gays.
Of the gays.
That sounds a
Great.
lot more noble, to be honest.
Right? I
Yeah,
know, that's
definitely.
kind of
Of the
polite.
gays.
Yeah.
Simon of the
Of
Gays
the
sounds
gays.
like the royalty for sure.
The leader of the gays.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think he walks among the gays. Really?
Some kind of like if just being gay was some kind of werewolf situation, was just like every time it's a full moon or something, just like the glitter appears. It's just- you know what I mean? You just start it's taking over. That would be wild. It's an interesting, or at least
For some people, it definitely works like that.
Oh, totally.
On some
That-
nights,
That's the excuse I used for a long time.
It's called the month of July. Everyone gets on board. So many people are gay during that month. I'm like, I had no idea. And then I see them in October, and they're like, what's that thing?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that treat it like they treat gayness like the same way corporations do during Pride.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
people that kind of
whatever.
just bounce in and bounce
Yeah,
out.
they all of a sudden get really flamboyant around you.
Only here though, because then if you look at that same corporation, like their operations everywhere else, it's still like no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like if you just look at like the same
Absolutely
company, just
fucking
Saudi
not.
Arabia, it's still like no, gays and women suck.
Yeah.
Don't trust me.
But bank with us.
For real.
Yeah,
we still hate them over here, but yeah.
Well,
Just don't look at our Twitter account in North America.
We were just in Seattle and they have I noticed like so many places we went have like the rainbow flags and like the Black Lives Matter flags. And I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus, they're very passionate about it. And then I realized, oh no, they're just signifying where you're allowed.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
you know, it's funny because you don't think of like the history and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm gonna sit and talk to you guys about Jackie Robinson for a section. Are you familiar with the player?
Yeah. I know.
Have you seen the film 42?
Yes.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
last night, me and my brother about dick deep into like 24 beers or something like that. It was nuts. I was fucking shithoused, and we were playing Tiger Woods golf on an Xbox 360
Fuck
that's so
yes.
fucking old that it's just like it sounds like it's gonna blow up.
Fuck yeah.
So the night is fantastic, and at some point he just looks at me and he goes, "Hey man, have you ever seen 42?" And he's like Jackie. I'm like, I know Jackie Robinson, but I had no idea. In my head, I'm like, he was just the first guy, so it's like cool that like that year they were just like. Oh yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea that the struggle was so real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even at the time, right? Like the overcoming
I
such
had no
adversity,
idea the struggle was so real.
right? Because I'm from fucking Canada.
you
and
heard
everything has
about
just
what
been-
these people
You know what I
went
mean?
through?
Obviously, right? And I mean,
fucking wild.
I know the history, obviously, but it was very it was very intense to see. So when you're down there, you have to remind yourself that, you know what I mean, there's a very like strong history of hate. So it's like,
Yeah.
12
You
beers
need-
deep, realize, oh man,
oh wait a minute,
Jesus
fucked
Christ.
up.
are they gonna keep saying this to Jackie the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that maybe he wasn't treated fairly.
You guys watching him play?
The kid can play. Let him. He's really good. The kid can ball.
Unreal. Shout out to the shortstop there. He was a great character. I didn't catch any of the other names because they weren't as good as Jack. Anyway.
Wait, what does that have to do with Seattle? Is that where?
Well, no, you just like you
Oh, it's
recognize.
coming.
You
Wait for
recognize
it.
the.
Don't worry. There's going to be a lot of that, okay?
Yeah.
They call him
Don't
Johnny
worry,
Long
yeah,
Way
yeah.
around.
Don't bother.
Yeah. It may or may not tie back to Seattle.
No, I actually think it just did, but like you.
Seattle
but,
was more
to
just like an
reiterate.
offshoot
Right,
of that
okay.
story.
Just to
It
reiterate,
didn't
yeah,
really
that-
connect to the larger point.
No, but I'm saying that America has such a history of violent fucking segregation and telling everybody to go fuck themselves or whatever that it was wild to see, you know what I mean? So much support over the city, which is very cool. You know what I mean? Like shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
But at the
We
same
were like,
time,
you guys are kind of overdoing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We get it.
We get
you
it.
know?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
Like-
you like gays.
Yeah.
Also, it's in
Yeah.
a place like
High five a guy on the
Seattle.
bus.
Like,
Yeah.
you're fine there.
Totally.
Like,
It
yeah,
was
like,
crazy though. We saw some shit. We were behind this car in traffic. Their bumper was plastered with like aggressively pro-life, pro-Trump bumper
Yeah.
stickers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about a bumper sticker?
Ugh.
I don't know. I
You
don't.
gotta be a special kind of asshole to put a bumper
Yeah.
sticker on like a fucking
I just can't imagine a slogan or anything that I'd want.
Yeah,
on
they'd be
my
like,
car.
that would look great on the
Yeah.
back of my
Exactly.
car. That's what I want people behind me in traffic to see.
Totally.
Now,
Like-
the little Calvin pissing on everything? Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, see,
Always
yeah, that's the only one.
Always
If you're-
fun.
We can all get behind
Yeah,
that.
totally.
Always funny.
If you're really trying to make, if you're really trying to make a point, you get
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to see,
Love me a Calvin pissing on
all the
Yeah.
time in Ontario, all the times. Guys had it on their trucks of just Maple Leafs guy just
Yeah.
pissing on a Montreal Canadiens thing.
Oh yeah.
It was just, it was on like
Now that I
four
can't
out
get
of
behind.
10 trucks.
Yeah. Now that's bullshit.
Now that I think is hate speech.
Time to
That's
start it. Put it down.
bullshit. Yeah.
You should be
And they
arrested
should
for
be
that.
put in prison.
Yeah.
I don't like this anglophone with the Calvin pissing on my logo.
It's just knocking at the door, getting that complaint. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
You think it's funny, huh?
Yeah.
You think it's some kind of just for laugh gag outside of your truck, huh?
Just for last gag. Worst television show of all time.
How dare you,
Oh,
sir?
excuse me.
fans?
You already
It's
brought in an
no,
album that
but
you're going to
it's
catch
in-
a lot of heat
oh,
for.
yeah.
You guys are
And like,
fans of Just for Last Gag?
No, but it's in the family. My little brother and his girlfriend just got pranked the other day, so
Yeah.
we're big on Just
big
for
on, and it
Last
sounds
Gags
like
right now.
it's,
Yeah.
by the sounds of the prank, it's one that I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? You grew up with a lot of them, right?
Wait, they got
Yeah.
pranked by like a
By
different-
Just for Last
They-
because
they're
they live in
still
Montreal.
they're still doing it?
Yeah.
Still gagging.
Oh yeah,
Still
still
gagging.
gagging. Yeah, they put up a free spaghetti stand. Got him good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which is exciting because like if you put up a free spaghetti stand, like anyway, I feel like it would be like in the in the cartoon where like the trap is always like the box with the stick underneath it and they said the string or
And it's like,
whatever,
this is too
and like
obvious.
a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, like getting that like tattooed on my body and say like a banner and say like "fool me once" or something like that,
Yeah.
because I think that would be the way to do it. So if I would be weary around any free spaghetti stand I see,
I would just go for the spaghetti
Just for
immediately.
fear of
I
capture,
wouldn't,
right? I feel like that's how we
wouldn't
get-
think about it much. Yeah.
I would have a lot of
Yeah.
that's where the
questions.
CIA would
Yeah.
like black bag us and take us away. Like that's how they would get
I got
us.
a lot of
Shit.
questions about that spaghetti because it's like what a spaghetti stand is like.
Yes, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
How
it's
is this
weird,
warm?
especially because
This
it was in
pre-portion?
Montreal in the summer, so it
Yeah.
would have been hot and humid.
And
and
French-
people just
smelling of
coming
French
in.
people.
Also, just walking around in the street with spaghetti is, or just any like sort of pasta is not.
Yeah.
There was because I live over at like Little Italy here. They had like a couple years ago they still had the like Italy Day thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
great, man.
It was
It's
it's awesome,
Yeah.
but then like. Somebody just hands me like a lasagna and it's
Yeah.
40 degrees and I'm just walking around with like I can't eat this fucking thing. I was like in another
I've had my mouth burned there too.
in another setting this would be nice,
I
but
know.
Well,
You
like,
try.
like-
You try.
You tried, yeah.
There's
one-handed.
there's so much better Italian food with like that can be eaten on the go with like a delivery system.
Yeah.
Like obviously
Oh,
like
yeah.
I mean like a pizza. Even better would be like like a calzone or something. You can kind of keep it.
Panini?
that would be great.
Panini would be fantastic.
Panini?
Have you ever seen the Neapolitan fold? How they like
No.
how like a Neapolitan pizza, like how you're supposed to fold it
What, just
to like make
What is
it
it?
look like a pocket almost.
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like
Oh.
apparently that was like one of the original like why
Yeah.
that style is like all the workers
very
there.
cool.
And it's like they like you kind of like cut it and then
like
like
on
they
the
like
go,
do like
yeah.
a you see those like tortilla flip
Yeah.
like that whole
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
thing. It's like
yeah.
that but with a Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I'd be into
Then you
that.
just fucking house a whole fucking
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
great.
How quickly
Yeah.
can I get this into me?
Like
Yeah.
a dough
What you
there.
need to do is there's a Italian bakery that is right next to the coffee shops and all that stuff. Right there, they're frying arancini balls, which is that is that is the best. So what arancini is a if you make risotto, then in the morning, like whatever's left over, basically it's like cold sticky rice, and then you put like a little cube of mozzarella cheese in there, usually like a little peas or something like that, fresh out of the garden, nice. You know what I mean? Tap that over, and then you're frying about like a ball of it, maybe like. In between like a ping pong and a baseball, somewhere in that size, like a tennis ball.
Yeah,
This is the perfect ball.
Fuck yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so if you run into one of those, that's best. And like it's an Italian food delivery system. But I do like your moxie of accepting a lasagna on the street.
Yeah.
Right? I know. I mean, you don't turn down free lasagna.
No, that's
much
right.
like you
I
don't
never would.
turn down
That's
free
insane.
spaghetti.
I never would.
Same way.
But I am also such a spaghetti fan that I can make it so well that I very rarely order a red sauce unless I'm at like at a place that's like known for it. And then you're kind of more like if they're making the noodles in house and stuff like that, then it becomes kind of more.
If I'm at a Jollibee, then of course I'm getting spaghetti.
But other than that,
There's one people that know how to make pasta. It's those Filipinos. So.
I've
Yeah.
never had it, but isn't it like ketchup on noodles?
It's very sweet. Yeah,
Is
it's like,
it? Oh,
I just
okay.
feel like it. Like
Do they
that.
Yeah, I don't
just
think
come to
that's my
Vancouver? Or they're coming
yeah,
to Vancouver?
Yeah,
they already
one
here,
on-
and
one
they're
on
already
Granville.
building another one. Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Granville, and then there's on
It's
Broadway or
Canby
something.
and Broadway. I think.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I don't know about all that.
No.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
it
that
looks
sounds
disgusting.
There's just
Gross.
better, like there's
Yeah.
better Filipino spots. That Shameless Buns that's like down the street here is unfucking
That's a great
believable.
name.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just smoke a huge joint with us before the show, and now I'm just hungry as
Yeah,
hell?
right.
right.
I feel like that's just what
today,
happened.
man.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking. Oh, I'm thinking about these sandwiches we had in Seattle at that
Ooh,
Caribbean
yeah, you guys
spot.
went to like
Shout
you
out
guys
to
went to
Paseo,
the OG
man.
spot, right?
Yeah.
Man,
bro.
yeah, and they had like vegan options, and they were just as good. Like that fucking tofu, you could tell they marinated it overnight, like
Yeah,
so
looked good as
good.
fuck.
Holy fuck!
Such
I
a
love a good
special
sandwich.
Yeah, it's such
Yeah.
a special thing. So, like, other than colonization, the Peruvian people, you've got proof. Sorry, Portuguese, you've conquered so
too.
much, right? I was just thinking about that because, like, is there like a Portuguese sandwich? Because like, there's a sandwich of every land.
I feel like there is a
Yeah.
Portuguese sandwich shop that was like on Kingsway kind of for like a long time.
That's
Really?
That was like that now is a new spot, and then someone was doing comedy for a little bit, like around Slocanish area, but like a little
Oh.
bit back, like maybe Victoria,
Sure.
yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
kind of like there.
Yeah.
There was like a Portuguese because I used to live by there. There's like a little Portugal over there too.
Yeah, Little Portugal. I think it's like kind of mixed in with Little Italy. I think
Oh.
there's like a couple spots over there. It's not a lot.
Crossover.
But yeah, Portuguese sandwich. Like I mean, the ones my grandma makes is just the actual. I know chorizo is like popular now, but it's the Spanish one. That's the shit one.
Yeah, it's a garbage.
Yeah,
one.
it's
You
the
want that
garbage one.
Portuguese?
Okay.
Yeah. Here we
Oh,
go.
really?
The Portuguese
Yeah, break it
chorizo
down.
is the real shit.
All
That's
right.
why you don't see it everywhere. Is because people are
Oh.
using the cheap shit.
Interesting.
See what I mean? Yeah. So she makes these chorizo sandwiches, and they're fucking amazing.
Why
And
do I
like,
feel like you guys fry cheese sometimes or some shit. Like
oh
that?
yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. They yeah. I mean, it's just so
Now
much
we're talking. So
food.
is there
Have
like
you-
is there a Portuguese deli or something? Do you like is there somewhere like where
do you get
we
your
track
fix
these
here?
down? Yeah.
There's Joe's Cafe on Commercial.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is. Are those
Dude.
guys all Portuguese who are hanging outside?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
Yeah.
those guys
They're
are
hanging outside, sitting
hilarious.
on milk crates.
Oh.
and
Yeah,
that's what
dude,
it is.
something
those
about
dudes are-
Joe's Cafe.
Dude, those guys are dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When,
They're what? They're dope. Those guys are great.
they're dope in a lot of ways. When I was a kid, my dad was still using it. We would fucking like we would stop there because they have pool tables in the back
Yeah.
and Street Fighter machine and all that shit. So there's a very special place in my heart because I always thought that my dad was just like. I thought it was like a cool thing that he's like he trusts us to like kind of run around this thing for a couple hours, but what he was actually doing is scoring drugs.
It's funny because like not from those, but I'm like, but oh, there are places around town that I'm like, God, I used to pick up a lot of drugs.
That's a
Right
hot
around
spot.
Across the street was like my hot spot. Yeah. Like,
Oh well,
yeah,
the-
a little
the-
bit further down.
The
yeah.
park area or the other way.
A little bit up from the park. It was so heaty. I would
Right.
literally like
Yeah.
I'd be on shift. Be
That
like, oh,
park-
I gotta go.
Yeah,
and just
that
fucking
park's-
walk down the street, get a car, fucking grab my shit, walk into work,
That's
straight
insane.
to the bathroom.
when you got in,
That's
did you
insane.
was it like in and out or did you get in and do the
Circle, of course.
Good man. Okay.
Actually, no. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes.
That's-
Sometimes you're playing
Yeah.
fast and loose.
See it, that
I'm with you, buddy.
What's the circle thing here?
You just drive around to be, oh, we're not being suspect. We're just going to drive around and then park in the exact same place we just were.
Yeah.
It's not a very good
Yeah.
It's not
logic.
a good system, but
yeah.
it feels good.
Right.
yeah.
Especially, or sometimes, you know what I mean? It'll be on the block behind or the block forward. Or
That's
whatever.
the move.
That, yeah, exactly.
But even then, it's
But
like,
then it
what?
sucks if you're at a bar because you're like, fuck, I'm 3 blocks away now.
Yeah. Also, it's like you keep doing it at the house you fucking like, live at, whatever. It's like, oh, you just keep keep getting in a car and then coming back a minute later. You're
Yeah.
telling me
Yeah.
none of your
Not
neighbors are
suspicious
like,
at all.
oh, this guy's a
There's
fucking
a
raging
there's a
Yeah.
BMW that is like, you know, that's pretty nice, but the back window has been smashed out.
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
just like
red
a-
flag.
Oh,
yeah, and like it just parks at my house for weird hours, and it's there for like weird amounts of time. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
who's
The
yeah.
BMW is
Some shit
already
going
a
down.
tell.
Yeah, right, I know,
Yeah, for some reason, everybody
Especially when
that
it's
sells
like-
drugs like, I gotta get a BMW.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just I need to do it.
How else do you get to the mountaintop?
Yeah.
First.
Precision
It's
BMW,
Beamer.
German
Yeah.
engineering is how you get there.
So you're Italian.
Yes, that's
So do
my
you-
father's side. Yeah.
Does he your like grandparents or anything? Do they like get mad at you if you're like skinny?
The nowadays my nono passed a few years ago, so nowadays my grandmother's just like chilling hard,
Yeah.
right? So I think she just like was like wants me to be healthy and all that stuff. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
you can't fucking do anything right, because if you're like losing weight, they're like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
eat
yeah.
more, like
Yeah.
put some
Yeah.
put some mass on. Then if you're too fat, they'll call your shit out right at the table. Like, what
Yeah.
is this, Johnny? Put your chin up. Put your chin up. You know what I mean, right? Or like,
Chin up.
yeah, because like
Stretch
we're
it out, stretch
taking,
it out.
yeah, exactly. We're like
Take
taking
it out.
pictures and shit
Yeah.
like that or whatever, right? Or just double chinning,
Yeah.
fat kid or whatever. So then they let you know about that. Same thing with hair. No
Oh,
cut
yeah.
is right,
Mhm.
right? Like you too much hair, not enough hair.
Yeah.
Because like I,
Oh,
then
yeah.
I also went colored hair and kind of like had some wild styles and shit like that. So
That-
lot
I
of
hated that.
lot of discussions about my appearance.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was always just he's not eating enough. And my mom would always get it because it's not my dad's fault, of course.
Right.
So yeah, but my dad's perfect. He's a nice fat Portuguese guy who just takes care of his family, goes to work, and that wife of his though, Jesus Christ, I don't know what she's doing to those goddamn
That
kids, but it
fucking
ain't right. The kids
That's
are too
awesome.
skinny.
yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, it's hilarious because like my uncles and like everybody's just fat. And they're just sitting there, just eating everything, drinking everything, and she's just staring at them all in admiration, just like God. This is what men look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
me who
yeah.
just like works out nonstop, eats probably all like in good shape, and she's just like, I don't know, he just looks
What a
sick. He just
bitch.
looks sick.
Well, yeah. It is always like you look
Gone.
sick.
Just looks like
You
something's
look
wrong
ill.
with him.
You look
Yeah.
ill.
It's like, are you eating
Yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, actually, I am.
Dude, I used to do. I should fucking bring this back. It was like I had like too long of hair. My grandpa was Hungarian. Would just be like, "You look like a Polish faggot," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm 5. I'm 5 years old."
Okay, you look like a 5-year-old Polish
Yeah.
faggot.
Yeah.
You know what? though?
Always
They
Polish.
start to
I
young
can
over
see
there.
it.
Yeah,
I can see
yeah. Always Polish. Always. Yeah.
You love when like the
Hate
the
for
hate
Poland.
that they have for somebody else somehow like it
Yeah,
rubs
yeah, it
off
gets
on
into
you.
that.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, but it's DNA.
Yeah.
It's DNA because like you
100%.
meet someone, you're like, well, like, even Mike Bodds, I'm like, fucking Polak.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite like things. Just Polak. Somebody just the dirty Polak.
Yeah.
So
It's just
good.
it's just
But
funny.
here's the deal. It's like
Yeah.
I have a theory about my grandpa about why he hates Polish people so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's one of two things, and they're both very, very plausible. One is that I feel like Hungary went through as much crazy shit as Poland did during World War II, but like because Auschwitz is located in Poland, it kind of gets a little bit more sympathy
They got
than
all the
Hungary
limelight.
would,
They got all the publicity.
all the limelight,
Yeah.
right? So
They're
that's
not
one
getting
theory.
they're not getting any Holocaust shots.
My
know.
other theory,
Oh.
my other theory is that like one time in 1977 he met a Polish guy he did not like, and then for
yeah.
the rest of time,
both.
I
all
hope
Polish
it's- I
people
I hope
were.
it's number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, God, it's probably about 70-30. Number two.
Or it could
He's just
be
holding one grudge.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah.
shit for
Eastern
sure.
Europeans love that shit, dude.
it could be that it started as the first one, and he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna make any judgments. I'm gonna wait till I
This
meet
guy
one."
screwed him on a dishwasher.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Sold
yeah.
me a bum dishwasher.
Yeah.
Fuck the Polacks for life.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Hand wash
Yeah,
dishes,
yeah.
gloves.
No, he
Yeah.
wouldn't be. My nana would be. He'd be
Yeah.
like, I can't believe he's making mom work like this.
what a wonderful
Mom,
man.
too.
Yeah.
I think like the hate was so like close or whatever. My nona was born in Trail, and so my great grandmother had come over, and then it's just kind of like small town like pride and hate or whatever. So it's really weird because there's just a ton of Italians in Trail, and then in Castlegar, like with the lumber industry or whatever, for whatever reason, it's just a bunch of like I think are they German or Russian like Dukabors. because that's what we. It's I'm sorry, but that was just the term with it. There was a lot of borscht kicking around and stuff like that. Wheezy's Borscht Hut was like pretty good, but like couldn't fuck with the colander because it was a nice Italian restaurant. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? But so when you go out there, I would. It was like. My brother was playing like hockey and stuff like that, got pretty competitive and like all like the the small town rivalries and all that stuff. But when I was a kid, I didn't like other than basketball, which like wasn't that big of a deal. I'm just going skateboarding. We didn't have a skate park there. Castlegar had one, so I'm trying to get a ride.
Park.
Solid, very good. So we're trying to get out there, as much as we can. And I'm talking to my Nono one time. Could you like give me, me and the boys a ride out there? And he's like, well, you're going to what? You don't go to Castlegar unless you got a van full of guys. Like, what's the fuck's the matter? And I'm like, what the fuck happened back there?
That's so funny. Just like, are you ready to? You gotta roll with the gang. What
What the fuck is that? Who's going? You're taking that fucking pussy? No, you're not going.
Chris can say that kid's a bitch. Chris is just standing there.
You know your fucking mind.
You're going to Castlegar
With his
with
fucking
Chris?
skateboard. I want to go skateboard.
Oh, you're bringing this Polish faggot with you?
Castlegar, forget about it.
Greek.
You know, Polish people can't kick flip. What are you? What is this shit?
Just children trying to go skateboard.
But that's also the thing too. Is I think now if it would have been in the Olympics or whatever, then I think it would have got the respect. But he also thought he just thinks you're a bum, right?
Right.
Like, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah.
With the hair and this and that. My grandmother caught me wearing a Bad Religion T-shirt when I was a kid, and I broke her heart. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just the
Oh,
crossbuster
no.
on it. You know what I mean? She's like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm mad at you for that. What
Yeah,
are
I
you
know.
doing?
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
piece of shit.
Yeah. You fucking
Good band.
piece of
right?
shit.
Are they
Yeah.
better than your fucking Nona sauce though?
Not a chance. I know exactly. No, wow. We don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
I've made it. I know exactly how to do it. But there's ways that you can make one like a little bit quicker, or like depending on what I want to do, because like it can be like a little bit more light. My grandmother was feeding an entire family or whatever, so there's chunks of fucking like.
I
like
love
short
getting
ribs and
getting
shit.
recipes from your grandparents is the best thing ever.
Oh,
Because it's just like, what does it start with? Well, you want a scoop of lard,
Totally.
Yeah.
and then it's like, the porter is like, I'm sorry, why do I need a bag of tomatoes?
Yeah.
What? How many? What do you need about? Yeah.
For them, it's like it's always like
It's
more olive oil
so
than you think. Like,
much.
so if you're doing like a big fucking pot of red sauce, it's like it's gonna be weird, but like half of that fucking bottle is going
got
into
these
that
things.
pot. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
right? So, and like so I could do that or whatever, but now like just like fucking with anchovies and like different things like that, you could bring flavor in like a lot easier and lighter, but. Her fucking recipe is like, I'm not gonna have like 5 pounds of short ribs, 14 fucking meatballs, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, in this economy?
Exactly.
Right?
So to recreate
Inflation
like,
really hit those ribs, dude.
Yeah.
100% it did, right? And I just know that if I'm like you're kind of faking the funk. Like if you really want to like recreate that thing, then it's gonna take like a lot more time and love that she fucking had.
Yeah, that's the thing that's always missing too.
100%.
Yeah, that love. You can't recreate that.
You really can't. I can't.
Yeah. I can't.
It's
I
just a
cannot
dead
feel.
fucking. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but the devil's just at the bottom of every glass, looking at me, just going like, "I'll see you soon, motherfucker." I don't have an apocalyptic mind state, but like it is like I'm not gonna say that like the end of the world is like something that I think about like at least once a day. And is that weird? Do you ever do that?
When thinking about the end of the world in like the end of your world, or just the end of the world in general?
Yeah.
Depending on what time of the day.
And what do you mean by the end of the world? Like just
Like
humanity as we know, or
apocalypse?
like the
Like
actual
asteroid
planet?
I
situation?
think that all life on Earth will come to like a halt at the same time.
Wow, really?
You think it's just
Yeah.
gonna be
I
a
think
stop?
so.
Yeah,
I think that,
whether
that
in the sense of-
evolutionarily speaking, that is the trend, you know?
or like on a time scale thing, that it would be just a blip on the time scale. So maybe if it took like
A
you know what
mass
I mean?
extinction.
Yeah, if
thing.
it took like
Yeah.
the ash from the nuclear fallout or whatever to suffocate the other side of the world, then like in the course of months or something like that, or planet smashing asteroid or whatever that they're not telling us about, something like that. You know what I mean? Like a little bit too much. We watched this movie Don't Look Up on Netflix.
God, it's so. Have
Dog
you seen
shit.
it?
This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire
Oh, okay. Thank
Aiden,
God.
fuck yeah.
Oh,
We
it's
should have been
so
hanging out
bad.
months ago.
That bad, eh?
It's so
it's
bad.
a fucking horrendous
It's
piece of shit.
so
And
bad.
it's one of those
Thank
things that they just got a bunch of people
hired
that people
everybody.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then they're just like, that'll make them watch
it's
it.
a dog
And
shit
it's-
story.
Yeah,
like
so
Star-studded.
it's fucking.
It'll make you watch it,
and
but
the
it won't be good.
characters suck.
It's
Oh,
it's
it sucks
cheesy and
so-
fucking.
yeah,
it's just gross.
so
You're just
bad.
watching it. You're just
It's
like,
so-
what? Fuck you.
Yeah, and the
You're just,
writing,
like angry.
yeah,
Totally.
the writing is terrible
Yeah.
too. Like they keep like reaffirming like what they're like the exposition is like so obvious.
Totally.
Like, to
They're
be
not
clear,
having it.
we're
Just-
waiting for the president to tell her that the world is going to end by this 10-kilometer long asteroid.
So it was
Or, like
written
you've
by
said
somebody.
that 10 times
Yeah.
in the first
It's-
10 minutes.
They
yeah.
know that everybody that's watching
Yeah.
it is going to also be looking at their phone and just flicking through some things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey, if
yeah.
you tuned out for
Yeah.
10 minutes,
Yeah.
just to recap,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It seems like
Yeah.
a cheesy like sketch that just like doesn't end.
Yeah.
It's just like it should be like a
Yeah.
5-minute like
Totally.
Yeah.
sketch that's just like a joke, and then it just
Yeah.
goes on for like 2 hours.
It's
and you're just
so
like,
Like any
bad.
recent SNL fucking
Yeah,
joke.
yeah.
Land the fucking plane, man. Yeah, exactly,
Makes
dude.
like Jonah Hill's character was funny. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
him and
Yeah,
Meryl
yeah,
Streep,
yeah.
but like they were in so little of the movie, and it wasn't enough to make up for how terrible the rest of it
Yeah, it
was.
was shocking to
Yeah.
hate watch it because it was that's also actually fascinating because we've turned bad movies off, right? So that was
Yeah.
interesting that it
We
kept our
did watch
attention.
it
You're
to
right.
the
That
end.
like oh the
Yeah.
right
We're
to
like,
the
well,
end.
now
is
we
so
have to.
fuck-
We're like, now we
We're
have
going
to fucking see what's gonna happen, and then just the fucking asteroid hits the Earth, and we're like, we fucking watched the whole thing just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the thing they set up in the first 5 minutes to happen.
I don't,
2.5
like-
hours later.
I don't even know why I watched that because I barely watch anything, any movies or
Yeah.
anything. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. And I sat there
Yeah.
furious. for like, but yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't
Yeah.
turn it off.
Yeah.
I watched the whole
I
thing
just
and
like
then.
hoping it would maybe get better
Yeah.
or something because it's an
Like, you
Adam
could-
McKay movie
Totally.
and the cast was so good. Like, ugh.
Yeah, that cast is insane.
Yeah,
Right?
We
That
watched
was
it,
amazing again.
chunk of
Terrible.
Anchorman like a day or two afterwards or
Yeah.
whatever, and it was mind-boggling. To be like, this
Yeah.
movie is fucking fantastic, and that piece of shit.
Yeah.
God damn, save your money, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
We watched Miss Congeniality the next day.
Oh.
Talk about a fucking hilarious movie.
Great
It
film.
Holds up.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
realize I know
so
Miss
good.
Congeniality so well because I
Yeah.
come back in from having a cigarette. She's kind of doing the fun thing, like I'm not going to show you what's on or whatever. Just press play, and then I look at it and I see just a girl with glasses kind of going to help a young boy being bullied on a school field, and I'm like, is this Miss Congeniality?
Immediately.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
He was like, this is Miss Congeniality.
This is fantastic.
Just runs, jumps on the couch.
Yeah, it's like I've seen that movie so many times, but I don't think I would have been able to identify it that quickly.
Oh, I got a history with Congene there. I saw it as a kid in the theater, and I remember being like kind of like when you're a kid.
Why
you can't
is
really-
my penis doing this with
yeah.
Sandra Bullock? What?
Yeah, definitely, but I
What's going
remember-
on here? What?
I think I must have been like my brother or something like that. 'Cause we were walking out there, and they were like, "That movie's fucking gay," and I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" And then every time it was on fucking TBS for the next decade, I watched
Yeah.
it every chance I could.
Hell yeah, dude.
Movie's so
Yeah.
gay, you just rock
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Man,
found
Michael
himself
Caine, come on.
another Miss Congeniality.
Yes,
right?
yeah. Actually, Jackie
yeah.
was crowned Miss Congeniality.
was at
in
VFS.
film school.
Oh.
So, like,
so
kind
he's got
of-
a type.
I like them bitches that everybody likes.
Oh, girl. I bet everyone likes you. Yeah.
Tell me something generally pleasing to the public.
Yeah.
But talk about someone that everyone doesn't like. This fucking album that you brought in.
What a segue.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you
Unbelievable.
You know that we have a platform here, and like I was like,
gonna
this
be
is-
hilarious.
I was very excited to talk about like you know what I mean the first because you said it was the first one that you bought. You know
First
what I mean?
album I ever. Yeah,
That's very exciting.
First piece of music I ever purchased.
I have
comes
that.
out-
You know
how
what I mean
old
that
are you?
story that you know what I mean that
Yeah,
I
that's
have
a
is
great
I love
story.
it. But
Add a
Jackie on the
story.
other hand is going to bad cop this whole
No,
situation. So
absolutely
I don't think
not.
we're going to
There's
get
no
into it.
excuse.
I'd love to hear this.
What do you?
There's-
What album did you bring in?
I brought in Exclusive by Chris Brown, his album from 2007, and it is a masterpiece.
Why are we letting him on the podcast? Can
And-
someone turn his mic off?
I have a button right here, but I'm going to play this out. I think
hell
we're going to
yeah.
keep it rolling.
And this was prime Chris Brown because some things happened after. And,
Oh, was this his return to?
No, this
to-
was before.
Oh,
This is
okay.
when he was. This is like his when he popped, kind of.
When was
This was when he was
okay.
big.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is when he first initially popped, and then and yeah, I was just like a kid, and I fucking loved it. Yeah, I loved this shit.
How old
bro.
were you in 2007?
2007. So I was 11 years old.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
Chris
yeah.
Brown was my shit. People knew I fucking loved Chris Brown.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They knew.
Dude, we're from a different era of pop music because the first tape that I ever got, not the first one that that I went to a store and bought, but the first one that was given to me was like at Christmas time or whatever. It was just a few years earlier, in maybe it would have been like 96 or something like that, or 7. Then it was just a different era. Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, you know what I mean, and Britney Spears were like the biggest things ever, right? So like the bubblegum kind of pop shit or whatever when you're a kid. But Chris Brown, this is a little bit. It's a little bit,
yeah.
You know?
I mean, and he was a child when he made these albums, and he's just talking about fucking chicks.
Okay.
He was a literal child when he made this. Like his first one, he was 16 years old, and then this one is when he was like 18, and he's just talking about fucking chicks. And I don't even think he was like driving at that point. He's talking about like cars that he's driving,
Sitting in the back.
Yeah, you just
Sit in the back. Passenger seat.
yeah. Passenger seat in my Lambo.
I called shotgun.
Shotgun.
And he's doing songs like talking about like, which is like funny if you just think back to like when you were 18 and like how you like probably like you probably how you think you fucked, but how you were fucking when you were 18 years old. He's doing songs where it's just like he's like doing this like deep like set. He's like, I'm putting it down on the thing. It's just like, you were a child. No, you weren't.
You were not putting it down.
You weren't. Like there's a song on the album called "Take You Down," and it's fucking it's hilarious. It's hilarious to think of him as a
Should
child.
be foreshadowing for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
That's
so
fascinating.
Jackie-
What is the latest
So-
update on Chris Brown?
Oh,
He's
I'm so glad you asked.
I don't. Okay, no, guys, can you
Wait.
give me
Okay.
like a thing? Because
Okay.
I don't necessarily. I don't follow the pop music or anything like that. I mean, I've heard some wild shit. You know what I mean? But all I've seen from this guy is just an incredible performer and a dancer.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Can you?
All
break
right.
down
That's
the
all
other-
there is.
So to preface,
Lock
we
it up.
did
There's nothing else to discuss.
we did have this conversation a few episodes ago where like no one can really say like who's canceled or not. It's all like a personal preference.
Yes.
Like what you're comfortable living or like living with.
If you can live with yourself listening to that at full volume, Arden.
Yeah, what you're comfortable listening to or watching or whatever. Personally, I draw a line when a guy beats the shit out of his girlfriend, but that's just me.
Okay.
But
It's a good place to draw it.
I'm not gonna.
early to make
I
Yeah.
mean, let's see, describe that.
Oh, there's photos. You can see the damage.
They're doctored.
Rihanna.
Yeah, I remember that.
This guy beat up Rihanna?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
When he was
those
19
Wait, you actually
years
didn't know
old.
that?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's not like it's cool that it happened, but it's cool that this moment of discovery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good save, Johnny.
I mean,
Yeah. So,
no, because Bad Girl Riri's my girl.
Yeah.
I fuck with her.
I've
But obviously,
100%.
clearly, I don't know. Not that hard.
when
I guess.
they were dating, and basically he was driving his Lamborghini, and as he was driving, he punched her in the face. And there's like all these photos and shit. That
I
came
stopped
out. That's
short.
crazy. But anyways, I'm not gonna focus on that because he has a lot of other accomplishments. So. So we have obviously February 09 was the attack we all
I'm
know.
gonna say for the listener, I'm looking at this book that Jackie has at the
June 2012.
Chris Brown piece of shit
Police
timeline.
investigate a fight he was involved in a New York City nightclub. February 2012 takes a woman's phone after she allegedly tried to take his photo outside a
understandable.
Miami nightclub.
Been there.
yeah.
June 2013. This was a big month for him. A lawsuit was filed against him for assaulting a woman in a San Diego nightclub.
Okay. So
And
he's spreading it out.
and he was charged with a hit and run, switching it up a little bit.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
different. I mean, I was gonna say keep for consistency, but I like
Yeah.
creativity is all
Yeah.
about diversifying.
Yeah.
You know, your
Yeah, it's like
portfolio.
when
Yeah.
Dylan goes electric, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You gotta go
It was a
car.
hybrid.
You gotta go
October 2013, him and his bodyguard were arrested and charged with felony assault outside a hotel in D.C.
Oh, so they got a good one in there.
Yeah, yeah. And then
That's
he
an
was
asshole.
he
Right
was
in front of the White House.
Yeah. So he was forced to enter rehab for anger management.
Okay.
And also, some other time in 2013, he punched Frank Ocean over a parking spot. November 2013.
Frank Ocean.
I like that. Hey, it wasn't over a parking spot.
Sounds like there's more to that story.
Yeah. Seems like a really bad thing to call women. A
Yeah,
parking spot.
Yeah, Frank Ocean just
It's kind of rude article.
She's got a name. November 2013, he was kicked out of rehab after throwing a rock through his mom's car window while she was visiting. May 2014.
Mama's car?
Yeah.
Come on.
Goes to jail
probably acting
for violating his probation and getting kicked out of rehab. May 2015, a man tells Vegas police that he was beaten up by Chris Brown and his friends during a basketball game.
Okay.
January
Just even
2016.
during
It happens on the
recreation
hoops.
time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not ready to play street hoops, don't come to the fucking court.
Yeah. That was the professor who made that.
We're not calling fouls here.
January 2016, Vegas police investigate him over battery and theft after a woman claimed he assaulted her and took her phone during a party in a
He
hotel room.
doesn't like the phones.
He doesn't
Not
like
a phone
the
guy.
phones.
Not a phone
Yeah, doesn't
guy.
like
Oh.
women either.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I guess there's that
He
too.
loves women.
Maybe a little too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand this kind of passion.
Now, this one's kind of a fun one. June 2016, detained in Amsterdam for driving a dirt bike without a license. That's just
a good
that's
one.
just
Good
a
time.
fresh
Hey,
breath
okay, yeah,
there.
this guy parties.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah,
Also, where do you
we
find
need-
a dirt bike in Amsterdam?
Right?
know.
Yeah, where's he off-roading?
Get that money, yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Get 'em imported.
August 2016, Miss California 2016 tells police he threatened her with a gun and he's arrested and charged for assault with a deadly weapon.
Jesus.
Then after this charge, he basically refused to leave his house. So a SWAT team surrounded his house and he threw a bag out the window that contained guns, other weapons, and drugs. Because he just thought if he didn't have it in the house,
As
it
a-
wouldn't count.
as an offering?
Yeah.
Here, take these. Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, you
Jeez, guys,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah.
Gee.
April
You're
2017.
not taking my dirt bike though.
Yeah.
Don't
Let's
tell
go
Yeah.
to Amsterdam.
I got that in Amsterdam. You know, hardest spot.
Yeah. April 2017, punches a photographer at a Florida nightclub. Loves
More
nightclub.
photographers need to get punched. So
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
with him on that.
Sure, we'll give him that one. May 2018, woman files civil lawsuit claiming she was sexually assaulted in his home. February 2019, ex-girlfriend obtains restraining order against him after he threatens to kill her. June 2018, another woman granted a restraining order, claims he's been harassing and stalking her.
He's a big June guy too.
Yeah, 2019
Summer love.
sued by former manager after trapping him in a hotel room and punching him in the neck and face. Again in 2019, arrested in Paris for aggravated rape and narcotics offenses. And then 2021, his latest, accused of slapping a woman so hard her wig fell off.
Hey, her weave.
No, if
This
it
is
was
just-
weave, it would have stayed in. That's
To be clear, this is an abridged version because we were running out of time and we had to come here. So I just picked
Yeah.
the highlights.
So
there.
what Jackie's saying is he's a fucking rock star.
That's quite
There,
know
were,
what I
there were
mean?
a lot of
Yeah.
ones I didn't even know on there. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's been busy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From, so
right. I mean,
spanning
the energy.
spanning
Yeah,
from
yeah.
about like 2005 to now.
2009.
How big
to
is
now.
this Chris Brown? How big is he? This is like I don't know. For some
Like,
reason,
He
I
doesn't
physically
seem
as a
like
yeah.
person?
Is he like a
huge guy.
Bruno Mars
He
sort of
doesn't seem-
situation?
No. I think he's probably like
He's
5'10"
definitely
to
got some
6
guns
foot.
on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like a regular sized guy.
Okay. I was like, I don't know for some reason what it's like.
It would be
these-
hilarious.
These
if he-
tiny ass
if
people.
he was
Yeah.
Bruno
Like
Mars
Kevin
size.
Hart
Yeah.
just like smacking broads.
Yeah,
like,
and
all the time.
just,
okay,
like,
it makes him funny. You're definitely the
Just
the
like
shorter
because
than he is.
him on a dirt
But
bike.
like yeah. Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
would be.
yeah.
The dirt bike.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Chris Brown
sure.
historically is a just a maniac
Yeah.
across the board, and he's an artist.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I like to call it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should
yeah,
say
sure.
for legal
You know what?
reasons that he has denied almost every one of these things.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
except
mean-
for Rihanna because
Yeah.
pictures came out.
Yeah, fair, like,
But
fair
he's
enough.
not in jail or anything. Like he
No.
just like how does
No, he keeps getting put on probation. He was put in jail for a time after violating his probation when he was kicked out of rehab
right for throwing the rocks through
for
his
throwing the
mother's
rock
window,
in
yeah.
his mom's car window.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, when she's there to visit him. I mean,
Also,
this guy.
what a pussy
Some
ass
people
rehab
overstay
center
their
is that?
welcome. Let's,
Some people
let's-
sometimes
yeah.
like you're in rehab and mom doesn't bring lasagna.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like,
Yeah, if you're
I handled
that's
it
why
a
you're
little
getting
bit
kicked
different,
out of.
same outcome.
Yeah, that's not like a real rehab. If that's the reason you're getting kicked out.
Yeah,
Totally,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
If you're in a real rehab, your mom's not
For
allowed to come
anger and
visit.
mental
Your mom's not allowed to come visit you.
That's
fucking rehab, dude.
It was like a court mandated anger management rehab.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
definitely
was
some
like
bullshit.
kinda,
probably lacks his hoax. It's like.
But yeah, it
celebrity
is
rehab and
surprising
shit.
that he doesn't spend more time in jail. He just keeps putting him on probation and shit.
Yeah, well, it's because he's incredibly talented, and people just he is, man. He's insane. He can fucking act
dance
like crazy. He can dance. He can sing.
He can dance, but like.
But even that's the least impressive out of all of it. I don't give a fuck about this whole shit. I mean, that's the least impressive out of all of it.
I disagree. I'm okay. I think so. Yeah, like I think like there, like a lot of people can sing or whatever, but like I think that the thing that separates like pop music or whatever, like shit that I'll kind of like give a nod to is that these are like performers.
The full
like,
performance,
absolutely,
yeah.
right?
But when it's just like straight
we watched
dancing.
a Beyonce concert and I was like, damn, man, this
yeah.
might be like
So
one of
good.
the best things I've ever seen.
So
That's a lot of
good.
motherfuckers moving together.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's. I think a lot more goes into that than like four dudes like fucking playing guitars on a stage or whatever.
Yeah. The full performance, I respect that. But if it's just like a straight like music's playing and people are just fucking doing this shit,
Have
around.
you
Oh,
been
you're just popping and locking?
Have you been to a live Chris? Have you been to a Chris Brown concert?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I've never been.
There's still some hope for you,
Fuck,
yeah.
I was just like in Toronto. We were gonna go because he was there.
Motherfucker, still do.
Oh, he's on a huge tour right now. Yeah, him and Lil Baby, who are like massive like artists right now, are fucking on this huge tour.
Little Baby, the guy that shot a dude in Walmart.
No, that's Da Baby.
Oh.
Yeah, he killed it. Yeah, he killed
Yeah,
the
he
guy.
killed the guy. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
killed multiple people, and he's just very open about it. It's
That's
fine.
nuts.
Yeah.
So
Baby
who's
did that?
Dub? Yeah.
Da
So
Baby.
sorry.
So
Who's
who's
Lil?
Lil
Lil
Baby?
Baby's the one he's on tour with right now, who's like fucking massive. He's a like huge star right
Did
now.
he do that? Did Lil Baby do the song with that country dude?
No, that's Lil.
Oh, that's Lil Durk. I
So
think you're
many
talking about.
Lils, so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
Lils.
I thought it was the Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, I'm thinking of a
No?
different one.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not that. Yeah.
There's
No,
so many
you're
Lils.
yeah.
I
That's
think
right.
you're talking about
Yeah.
Durk. Yeah, he did with Morgan Wallen.
Yes.
That was after Morgan Wallen said the N word, and then Durk was just like, let's do a track. Yeah, I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
happened.
Oh, Morgan Wallen he got caught. He wasn't calling.
Oh, right.
He was calling his other white friend. And somebody was filming him across the street. They got home like falling out of an Uber at like 3 a.m. or something.
Dude, I heard this on
And
a podcast. I heard the audio from
Morgan
this.
Wallen's just in his driveway, just screaming the N word, and like not
But like come on inside, boys.
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing
can't even
that.
remember
like
what,
the homies, like just
yeah.
referring to as like a group of.
yeah, just his white friends.
Fucking
And then
moron.
Kind
and
of sounds
then-
like a Tuesday night.
You could
to
just say
be
his
honest.
friends. I don't think that guy's got a diverse group of friends.
Yeah.
Just say friends.
Yeah.
His friends.
But
yeah.
but then and then everyone was just like couldn't believe it, and then his music fucking shot up. His people were like, oh, he's fucked.
Whoa.
All his music went to the top of the charts for like a good while.
Wow.
And
No way.
it was pretty fun.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it says
That
a
is-
lot about
The
is
fans of that
The
music or whatever will they'll get behind with.
Yeah.
But it is
you know,
like funny, like
that's
similar
fucking
to Chris
crazy.
Brown, the people that like just universally like everyone decides they don't give a shit no matter what he does. Like same with fucking Mel Gibson. Everyone's like, yeah.
How many
you can
demographics?
do-
Like how many different kinds of demographics are at that concert? Because there's like there's people there for the irony of it, of like, oh, this
Totally.
is crazy. This motherfucker's
Yeah.
on tour right now.
Yeah.
And then there's people that are like, this is so against what I don't like that I'm gonna like
right.
it.
I see what you
Right.
mean.
And then there's like that whole group too. So
Right,
it's like it's an
yeah.
interesting like collage of people that are like,
Yeah.
oh, there's some people here that are just like, oh, they're just here because it's like this is fucking crazy that Chris Brown's
I
Yeah,
love like the
yeah.
cross section of humanity that you have there when people are like either there to like protest or like watch a train wreck or something
Yeah,
like that, and
yeah.
then compared to, I mean, Aidan and the gang just at front row just grooving because
Yeah.
it's matched. You know what I mean? To them,
Time.
like
Just
I love
reliving
it.
my youth.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But like, and so I mean, this is like when Chris Brown has been in the least controversy. It's like in recent times.
Yeah,
your boy's-
it's,
your boy's
it's
coming
been
up
a-
now.
it's been
Yeah,
a whole
he's
year
cool
since
enough.
his last one. Yeah.
We all mature at different rates.
Yeah.
He just needed some time. He was thrust into the limelight at an early age, and some people have a tough time adjusting.
I'm saying thrust
Yeah.
in early age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking from an early age. At 16, he was talking about just dicking bitches down.
That's dude.
but,
the lyrics of this thing are so funny. I
Oh
mean, there
my
is there's
God.
some fucking there's some slappers on this.
Yeah,
goddamn
but-
Well,
album.
yeah, it is like obviously there were like huge hits. He made huge hits in like 07, 08,
Yeah.
you know. So that's but I was saying, even Kiss Kiss, the beginning like radio section
Hilarious.
when the guy called in, he's like,
Hilarious.
yeah, my woman's not doing what you used to do.
Yeah, and
oh,
he's-
I got just the thing for
Yeah.
you, Chris Brown.
It's so funny.
He just comes in with a sock full of quarters.
Yeah. It's the most awkward conversation at the beginning too, because the guy's just like, he's like, hello. He's like, I'm on the radio with Chris Brown, or I'm on the radio with T-Pain, something like that. He's just like, how's it going? Yeah. The guy's just like, my girl ain't doing the thing she used to do, and like responding to that, yeah, you are on. It's the way. This is like an awkward interaction.
Yeah.
We could have done another take on this.
Yeah, why'd you take the first thing?
Yeah, and responding to that second
the other thing, yeah.
And then it's just like, my girl's, I'm having a big fight with my girl. He's just like, oh, okay, I got a track for you.
Yeah.
Just
Have you heard
bumps
of
it.
Chris Brown? Have you thought about beating the shit out of him?
Yeah, because that might be the question. Like, have you ever kind of thought like like morality or like integrity is going to play a point in any of the art that you consume, even though you did grow up on this stuff? Is there an artist that you did have to draw the line for? Because like, are you looking forward to the Cosby tour now that he's out of jail? Or
Never been a big Cosby guy, so
Okay, okay.
I don't know. But maybe if I get into his stuff later, I'll.
the TV show was great when I was a kid. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I've
no,
never
the
seen
TV
it, but
show is
the
good.
Chris Brown. So what was funny is I said that like people knew I was a Chris Brown guy is when the fucking Rihanna shit went down. People came to school and were just like,
That's your boy, huh?
people were like, damn, like, and
Yeah.
they're just like, they were like, oh man, like,
Were
that-
they consoling you?
they were like, that sucks, like you fucking loved him so much, and I was just like, oh no, I still love Chris Brown. Like at 13 years old, I was like, oh, you guys don't understand. I mean, innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, number one. I was just like, until he's behind bars.
I'm Portuguese, guys.
Yeah,
This is not a problem.
Yeah,
in my
this is
community.
not anything. Also part of my family is Indian as well. They love striking a female. And, but I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, I would just put the song on it. I was just like, but fucking, it's so good, man.
I
just
Putting in Braveheart. It's so good.
But that is like we were saying, like it is all like you can't control like what you react to.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like I still like rock the fuck out to Michael Jackson, also because those allegations are not very.
Right.
we watched the movie. We did
Yeah.
what we saw.
But
Yeah.
and you know
It's
what?
like, it all
When-
depends on what movie you watch.
Yeah.
Don't show us the
Yeah.
one. Don't
yeah.
show us
I
the one.
watched
that's
this one on
mentioned.
YouTube from a Michael Jackson fan page, and I think it made the.
And have you seen this guy dance?
Yeah.
Back to the dancing.
And even like R. Kelly, if Ignition is playing, then
Yeah.
there's no way
Whoa.
I'm not singing along.
It's
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what's
But, like,
crazy
I
because this is
wouldn't,
around
like,
the same kind of
seek out-
time esque too.
but
That
I
R.
wouldn't
Kelly's
like
popularity. So it's
seek
like
out,
Well, exactly. Because
yeah.
like it's weird to like protest like sounds or whatever, right? You could acknowledge the fact that the person that made it is a piece of shit, but also like enjoy the groove or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like
we were joking about
Like,
that. Like
would
how funny would it be to be session musicians on some of these records?
Yeah,
right.
Just be like, oh, there's like such a tight group, and then like you start like
Yeah,
you
they
start
hear
singing,
the
you're like,
lyrics.
what the
They're like,
fuck?
Jesus, pretty fucking. This fucking 17-year-old's pretty rapey.
Man, come on.
he's just learning how to talk to girls.
I know,
Sack of quarters, that's fucked up, man.
yeah, exactly. What the fuck, man?
dude. I mean,
Where'd you learn that from?
yeah, the stories about Chris Brown too. He's just like a full-blown like just sex addict maniac. Like there's like stories of him at there's like hotel rooms where it's just like big like floor penthouses just filled with women, and like people are like guys will show up there. They've like told stories about it. He's just like tripping on some shit. He's just like calling he's like, I'm trying to get on everybody tonight. Yeah. And he's not kidding. He's trying to fuck every single one of these girls, and he will if you like. And so, like,
Whether they like it or not.
yeah.
God,
Yeah,
man.
but like he's just a crazed maniac.
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know
for
what's
sure.
interesting is because the shift in like the way society views this shit is because like if he was in Led Zeppelin, he'd be fucking, we'd be telling like crazy stories about him and shit like that. Or like Ginger Baker is notorious fucking animal, but like a fantastic drummer and shit. So you kind of like, you idolize and romanticize, these musicians for it or whatever, right? But like, as soon as it's not like 1975 anymore, you can't be throwing a fucking TV out of a hotel window or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because in the thing of like sex, drugs, and rock and roll, he's not the first fucking rock star to be a complete fucking maniac, right?
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? It's crazy that
Well, the charges are a little bit more serious than throwing a TV out a window.
No, but no,
Yeah,
but
you just
but Ginger Baker fucked up 2 prostitutes in Toronto and shit like that. Like, you know, even the Rolling Stones or whatever, we're gonna get like what's it's like severe drug charges and stuff. They had to some blind girl ended up like writing like a letter to the judge. They wrote some, you know, the girl with the faraway eyes or whatever. Fascinating fucking stories.
How did a blind girl write a letter?
Braille.
Fucking I don't know, bitch.
Can you write it?
Dictated but not read? I don't know. She might have been. She might have had somebody that cared about her. And she was like, "Hey, jot this down," or whatever. You know. But it took like, you know what I mean. There was
You didn't write me a letter.
She hopped on a
Oh
podcast.
no.
totally right. But they fucking they were
quite
giving
a
them the
bitch to
squeeze.
decipher there.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like rock stars, like women have horrific stories
Weren't
about.
they fucking with a lot of underage girls?
Dude, there's a story about the
Oh,
Wu-Tang
yeah.
Clan. Like, I mean, like you got to suck like every dick on the bus.
Right.
And
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Jerry Lee Lewis goes back. It goes
Yeah.
back.
Fucking
Oh,
it
yeah.
does.
Is
You
it,
know?
cousin.
is it mostly musicians that are like this? Like
Any men in power will abuse
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? At the end of the
If
day,
you're
or,
doing-
you know, what I mean? Yeah, right. Or
you have,
even
like,
Marie
any-
Antoinette fucking had like a million. You know what I mean? Any person like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Ultimate
feel
power
like-
corrupts. Absolutely, whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like music is just like on a different level. Like if somebody's like touring
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
comedy or something, like it's just not. It's like
Yeah.
You mean
Not
the most
necessarily.
prolific rapist of our
Yeah.
time?
Well, okay, but what I was saying is just like I don't know, the music just seems like it's like more of like a fucking
Yeah.
party and like crazy shit happens.
much
It
more
is. I feel
Where-
like musicians are like elevated to like god status more than
Yeah.
comedians are, so they
Totally.
do tend to get away with more.
Yeah, and any other entertainer that's like an actor or something like that, you generally have to get up and go to work in the morning or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
like you can, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's definitely wild stories of people and stuff like that, but like I think like you know, you can't like continue an entire career of that behavior and expect to be successful.
Yeah.
Whereas like in music, it's like fucking, you know what I mean? It's kind of celebrated. Right?
Yeah. I guess music just is generally just like supposed to be a party. Where
I
like
think
so.
comedy's
Yeah.
not like a party. It's more of like a
Totally.
performance thing and like
Yeah.
and so like the
Yeah.
musicians just like the party is kind of just like
Totally.
a part of the job.
Why we need a
Yeah.
black room in the city? That'd be fucking awesome because you could kick it. You know what I mean? they turn it out. Which would be sweet. But you know what I mean? Also like
There'd have to be more than 2 black people in Vancouver in order for that to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Never seen. Never
Where's the
seen
black
same
room?
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Keem running around. God, that guy works hard.
Also, another hilarious thing from this album, and I watched this video probably like 10,000 times, is the song "With You." And it's like they found like a new effect on like the video editing, and then just worked
hammered it home.
backwards.
Oh,
They were just like,
no.
"Okay, we got this cool effect where like the colors change on the same thing," and then they're like, "We're just gonna do the whole video in that." So he's just wearing this like plaid shirt, and it's just him dancing through the town, and the colors are just changing on the shirt,
God.
and everything else is like gray. It's fucking hilarious. It's like somebody was like on Windows Movie Maker and just like found this
Yeah.
effect, and these kids were like, "This is fucking sick." We gotta like
call Chris.
yeah.
Get him
Yeah,
like-
Dude,
call
I watched
Chris.
Schindler's
Oh,
List
Chris.
last night, and everyone was in black and white,
Yeah,
other than this
except
one
for
red
Shazam.
dress.
Yeah.
But now picture the dress changes colors like constantly. That's pretty sick.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think? Sounds good to me. He doesn't care. He's busy.
He's busy. I'll get back
the
to
check,
you.
he'll be there.
Yeah.
It's just insane also how long he's been fucking famous for. We're like 16 years
Yeah.
old was when
It
that
is,
first album
yeah.
came out, and like
Yeah.
I mean, so he was
And
doing
he's
stuff
still,
before
he's
that.
still
so like,
touring and making
yeah.
hits, right? Because that lifestyle, I mean, is like, you know, usually catch up to you.
Yeah,
So
he
he's
just
usually
put out an album,
multi-platinum artist for
Yeah.
over like a course of like a few years.
Yeah,
and shit. I mean,
he just put out an album like a month
It's
ago.
insane.
It's fucking it's wild. Yeah, and then
How's
like
the new stuff?
It's a lot of. It's okay. It's not. It's a lot. It's fine. It's like
Someone say it doesn't slap.
yeah.
Not so much of a hit maker
Yeah.
anymore.
Since
He's
he's
more of a
calming down.
hit giver, dude.
Yeah, but hey, how are the beats?
Since he's chilled out, honestly, the music's not as good. I hope he gets back to his old ways, musically and otherwise.
There's a theory that Tiger Woods will never win a major again until.
Like, 'cause he doesn't have a white woman chase him down with a 9-iron.
100%. He
Yeah.
has to go to a
You gotta get
TGI
that fire under- you
Fridays
gotta have that
and
fire
bang-
under your butt.
Yeah.
If he's not banging every waitress at
Yeah.
like any like shitty restaurant or whatever, like there is a theory that if he's not
I believe he'd still be doing that. I just
Yeah.
no, but that you have to get back to like the, you know what I mean? I think
That
there's
madness.
yeah, exactly. The madness is something that some people like thrive on, like a Dustin Dollins skateboarder that kind of like lives on the booze, right? Where everybody else has kind of had to sober up or whatever, right? But some people can, you know what I mean, like use that fire. And I think as soon as shit blows up and everything gets crazy, like in Tiger Woods' situation where he's had to completely kind of like change his ways, or else probably he has his own like Chili's and on his property and he just keeps to himself.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. just got girls in your place like,
dude, no wonder you're behind Michael Jackson. That's you literally described Neverland. What if you had your own Chili's though?
Yeah,
maybe a carousel.
There's a Taco Bell on the other side.
How do you feel about an amusement park? I'm for him.
People would never have to leave.
Do you think Macaulay Culkin would come?
That'd be hilarious. It's just
He's
bunch of
already here.
shitty restaurants. You just got like Chili's, Applebee's, just like all this Boston Pizza.
Dude, if I ever won the
Whoa.
lottery and then just made a
Whoa.
shitty... Yeah, wait a minute.
Whoa.
But just make yourself a
your own
shitty strip
pasta
mall.
there?
That'd be
Delicious.
awesome.
Yeah, I also grew up in a white trash town, so I've
Yeah.
been to
Yeah.
Boston Pizza lots.
I used to
Pizza
drive
was
a
like
half
the-
an hour to Castlegar. That was the place to go. We were stoked.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
getting
Boston
the
pizza
Boston
was
brew.
every
fucking
Wow.
I'm a
12
create your own pasta kind of guy.
Is that
Yeah.
Boston Pizza? Or is that like
yeah.
Eastside Mario's?
No, Boston
It's,
Brewed is the shit. Eastside
yeah.
Mario's is some like that. They're the epitome of fuck this. I can make it better at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with Eastside Mario's.
Yeah. That's Eastside
Baba
Mario's.
boopida bopida go fuck
I like they have the Boston size glasses too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we go to Boston?
Yeah.
I'm very hungry.
down
Whoa,
for
look at these
some-
glasses.
yeah.
The wicked retarded.
Holy shit.
All right. How do you want that? It's like
yeah.
the small, medium, large, and retarded.
If everybody that worked there had to do a Boston accent, that would be the greatest place
Listen,
on
yeah,
earth.
Here's the deal.
Oh.
You don't have to sing happy birthday to anybody.
Yeah.
But
You have to, and we don't care how bad it is. You have to try.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As soon as this door opens, you
Yeah.
fucking put that
Oh,
on.
that's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God, I would go there all the time.
Especially if
fucking
your buddy
like
gets
Ben
a-
Affleck movies playing all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Just Goodwill Hunting on
Yeah,
repeat.
just always Goodwill Hunting in the corner. Fuck, that would be amazing.
did you hear that Kathy was fucking like, hey, how are you? When he said the bar over here. So good.
Fuck, that would be awesome. And yeah, they don't like write the orders in. They just shout them across the bar.
Yeah,
two Coors Lights over here.
Nah, dude.
Because if somebody's pissed off, you actually had people from Boston come in there and check out the authenticity of the Canadian food chain Boston Pizza.
Oh,
Then they might have something to say about
Yeah,
it.
they just start fighting people. Just grab a random family out of a booth.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the menu is a little bit more Italian-based driven food. You
Yeah.
know
Oh,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
Than anything,
Yeah.
Irish.
Pastas
American,
and pizzas and sandwiches and stuff.
Fuck, we're going to Boston.
Oh yeah. Very excited for this. Yeah.
Should that be
Fuck
what we try?
postering. Mhm. Oh,
Every
Boston
way.
pizza on the way. Fuck yeah.
Okay, that's
When,
okay.
yeah,
Done.
when we're
Yeah,
going.
we were trying to look for like what's something that we could just try throughout the trip.
Yeah.
And it might be Boston pizza.
That would be
Just brute
Boston
reviews,
pizza.
dude.
Totally. Brute reviews.
Boston pizza.
Let's fucking
Oh,
go.
I'm so excited.
yeah.
man.
See magic
awesome.
just happen.
Get ready for this fucking content coming out
buddy.
in September.
It's gonna be a complete fucking shit show. But you actually have a lot of content yourself. Is there anything that you want to plug here before we land the plane, my friend?
Yeah, man. My podcast. You can listen to Smartass. I do
It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny.
yeah.
I was on. It was like yeah. You need to
That
get
thing
these
you
two
did at the
fucking-
beginning of Ties.
The video you made,
episode.
and then just
Oh my God,
your
so
clip
fucking
game is so good too. Like yeah, man,
Yeah.
seriously, it's
Oh, yeah.
entertaining as fuck. I'm always stoked when I see new clips.
Thank you. Yeah, so I do a lot of solo episodes there, and it's just fucking madness. And then I'll have guests on. I've had the wonderful Ty wants to know on, and
We're waiting for.
we'll do crossover eps. We'll have
absolutely.
we'll have
Sure.
Jackie Jonny on,
That'd be fun.
and yeah, my Instagram AIDS Life. I'm putting a lot of shit up on there, and then if anybody that listens has TikTok, fucking that's where most of my shit's getting popping now. So TikTok
going
and
down?
yeah, and fucking YouTube, just Aidan DeSousa on YouTube.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
And he's around town. He's fucking doing
Yeah.
fucking awesome
Hell yeah,
sets.
man.
And you're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
killing it lately,
Congratulations! Took us to the hole the other night. That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Man,
that was fun.
that was
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
That was awesome.
Thank God I grew up fucking playing hockey and just sports because roasting is
Yeah, it's a good
is
part
yeah.
of chirp.
Is
Yeah,
a
you're
second
right.
language.
Totally.
I
Yeah.
had no relationship with anybody that didn't revolve around just fucking laying into them nonstop.
Yeah.
So roasting, thankfully, comes naturally.
Yeah, the chirps are good.
Yeah,
The
it's
chirp.
good.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah,
actually.
no, it was definitely like you.
Yeah, it was fun.
We were expected to like be the shoo-in or whatever, and
Yeah.
I could not stop saying like never underestimate somebody.
Yeah,
right? And I was
that's
glad
what we were
didn't,
saying
like,
every fucking time.
100%,
Like,
like-
you never know what's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
happen.
man,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
brought
Yeah,
it to the
it
whole.
was
man. I'm
fucking
excited
great.
to see you. Excited to see
Yeah.
what.
It's like Ernie had like a bunch of them that were like almost they were like
Almost there, yeah.
Yeah, but they were just like a little like too sweet. I was like, no. I was like, we have to fucking swing.
Oh yeah, when we
yeah.
went like
Yeah.
after the first dead dad joke or whatever, you had a reaction like that was a lot. You know what I mean? I knew that we were having fun at that moment, right? But you
Yeah.
brought it right back. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that was great.
That was a
And
fucking
then
great
and next
battle.
time though, prepare for the next fucking round.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah, I did not expect to beat you guys,
That
so I was just like, yeah.
That's the thing. Is it's like, but it's like, fuck. Like, it doesn't matter how many times we say it to, but like literally anything, and
Oh, yeah.
always does fucking happen.
Totally.
It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, the least thing you were expecting, and like it always fucking happens. And,
Always.
like, people
Yeah,
just like.
anything can happen at a roast battle. It's crazy.
100%,
Yeah, you see some
We used to
major
do like
upsets.
they used to do like full like singles tournaments like that too. So you roast like 4 people in a night,
Oh,
but you
fuck.
had to write for like 8 or
So
fucking.
much
That's
writing.
man,
Yeah,
writing
it
for
was-
the
yeah.
6 people, like
Yeah, it was
while we
brutal.
were away, that
Did
took
that. And
up
plus
so
I'd
much
have
of our
7
time.
for Abby as well, too.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
fucking- it was
yeah,
awesome 2
yeah,
weeks,
Yeah.
It was a busy 2 weeks, but you know, I mean, good things come to those who work. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there again.
Oh, I can't wait, man. Those have been so much fun. I'm fucking
Yeah, the
having
roast
a
Yeah.
is
ton
so
of fun
much
with
fun.
those.
They're
Yeah.
like the worst thing and the best thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucking
like
sucking.
prepping
Oh,
for
you're
them. Oh my god.
I
yeah,
laid down
yeah.
today, and like I kind of had like a moment to myself, and for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, or every spare second that you get, you're kind of like automatically just like going to it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I didn't have to do that. It just kind of felt weird.
So
I was just
nice,
like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here now. I'm just not gonna think of
Yeah.
fucking horrible things to say.
Say about my friends. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna put on miscongeniality and relax.
Damn
Fuck
right.
Take my feedback.
Maybe a little Chris Brown later. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know.
In our house, man. But it was great to have you on, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Coming.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Peace.